Good morning, and this is the Archibald Historical Society. We have our office in the Borough Building. We're open on Tuesdays and Fridays from 9 in the morning until 12:30, and on the second Mondays of each month at night, we do have our meeting in the Borough Building. And we had a wonderful bee meeting that a lot of people would have really enjoyed if they had come in. So please think about it, and we are available. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Julie, and I am from the Dunmore Cemetery Tour. We're here today at the local history fair at the Viewmont Mall. Join us. You'll have a great time, and you'll see a lot of wonderful folks promoting local history.
So I'm from Destination Freedom, which is at the Waverly Community House, and what that is an Underground Railroad walking tour. Waverly was really important in the Underground Railroad in the 1800s, and we have many homes still in our historic village, which is part of the National Register of Historic Places, that the houses stand. We have a one-room schoolhouse. All of these buildings were important to the Underground Railroad. A gentleman named George Keyes was the first formerly enslaved man to come through Waverly who actually decided to stay. And there's a picture of him right here. That's actually his son, George Keyes Jr. So in the 1840s, George Keyes decided to stay, and that was the beginning of the black community in Waverly. And by the time the Civil War broke out, we had about 70 black residents, freeborn and formerly enslaved, raising their families, integrating the one-room schoolhouse, building their own church, the AME Church, African Methodist Episcopalian Church. And so what we do, we're part of the National Park Service now, and we give tours, and we have a historic gallery full of artifacts. The tours are free and open to the public every Tuesday at 2, or you just call the Waverly Community House for a tour. We'll set one up. $5 would be that charge.
Hi, I'm Tim Button. I'm representing Old Mill Village Museum here. We're in New Milford, Pennsylvania, Susquehanna County. We have been operating for over 60 years in Susquehanna County, sharing the heritage and the history of the Endless Mountains region of Pennsylvania. My wife Christina is here with me. She's the soap maker at the Village Museum, and we're here promoting our events and the history of Susquehanna County and the Endless Mountains.
Good morning, my name is Jim Sample. I'm with United Fire Company in Montrose. United Fire Company was formed in 1847. It still operates under the same charter, and we are in Susquehanna County.
Hi, I'm Barbara J. Taylor. I am an author. I've written 3 books in the Scranton trilogy, Sing in the Morning, Cry at Night, All Waiting is Long, and my newest book, Rain Breaks No Bones. They're all set in Scranton, and I mine Scranton's history for a lot of the details in the books. If you're a reader, check them out.
Hi, my name is Jason Smith. I am a trustee at the Wayne County Historical Society. I'm here to showcase our society and all the great history that's there, and I brought in some notable signatures that we have at our society for people to look at.
We do beginners workshops beginning in October every Saturday, and during the year we do specialty workshops on different ethnic backgrounds.
My name is Jack Horvat. This is Joe and Anne-Marie Cincarella from Dixon City. We're members of the Dixon City Historical Society. And this year is Dixon City's 150th anniversary.
I'm Dave Sharundalo. I'm with Bill and his wife Joan, who's probably buying something over there. We have just a variety of different historical items from Old Forge. This one's kind of interesting. It's a picture of every school that was in the borough before they built the new school in 1960, and that was a picture of from the Triborough Banner, which is no longer in business, and a variety of different receipts from businesses that were in town over time. And these are just highlights of some people from Old Forge who made it in the acting and entertaining business.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Sluck, and I'm the director of the Taylor Community Library, and currently we are trying to get a Taylor Historical Society started. So I'm here today with some of our memorabilia from the town and looking for people that might be interested in becoming part of our committee.
I'm Sarah Pacini. I'm the Assistant Director at the Lackawanna Historical Society. Welcome to the third annual Local History Fair at the Viewmont Mall. We're excited to have almost 40 different groups and organizations representing authors, local historical societies, and local museums. It's a great way to bring the different organizations together to all talk about the same story, different highlights of what they could talk about, what they could offer. It's great to see so many different people here telling their stories. They have objects and artifacts. You can find all kinds of stuff about the history of the Lackawanna Valley, the Wyoming Valley, and the wider area of northeastern Pennsylvania. So please come out and join us.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Kaiser, photo archaeologist, and excited to be here today at the History Fair, helping families to preserve, protect, and be able to share and even pass down their family memories, their photos, documents, and other important things that are worth passing down to future generations. So I'm excited to have different resources here. I hope that you enjoy. Thank you.
Mick Petula. I'm a local historian and author. I've written a number of books. My latest one is called Faces of the Accused. It's about a history of Scranton mugshots and Scranton criminal activity. I'll be giving a talk this Wednesday, 7 o'clock, at the Catlin Memorial House Historical Society on this book and on the crimes and on the different things that have occurred in Scranton's past going back into the 19th century. Other books I've written are on my neighborhood, Park Place and Bull's Head, Scranton baseball, Scranton schools, the brewing industry in Scranton, pretty much anything local. And I've just been always interested in Scranton history and local history.
Bruce Smollicombe, President of the German Historical Society. We're here at the Viewmont Mall with all our displays. We have our membership applications, brick walkway applications for membership. We have our grand opening flyer. Our museum is opening next Saturday at 1 o'clock to the general public. It's 5 years in the making. We've got a little bit of everything. We've got everything from Indian arrowheads, Civil War, World War II, Vietnam, Afghanistan, baseball, sports memorabilia, bottle collection, coin collections, paintings. We have an art room. We have a fire company room. We have a general museum, open museum with all kinds of glass cases and a lot of things you've never seen before, including our telephone from 1913 and a lot of artifacts that you just won't find in other museums. We have a Civil War rifle here from 1862, Jocelyn rifle. They only made them for 2 years. You won't find one of them in a local museum. And we're ready to open. Thank you for everything.
Hey, this is Forest City. We're at the Viewmont Mall for the history thingy. And we've got yearbooks, we've got some stuff to sell, stuff from from the museum.
This is a display for the Francis Dorrance chapter, the Society for Pennsylvania Archaeology, and for 90% of the stuff on the table here is stuff that we found at our dig in Coxton Yards. Everything is local things that we've found. Everything from prehistoric up to the 1800s, early 1900s we found here at our site. We have we have examples of the different kinds of material that the points were made out of. We have jasper, chert, and argillite. Those are all kinds of things that they would make the points out of. And we have loads and loads of points. This is just a small example of what we have found there. So we're still digging after probably 27 years, and we still have plenty more to do.
Lansing, I'm the curator at the Everhart Museum, and if you haven't been there recently, there's a lot to see at the museum. It changes regularly, and we have a new exhibit coming in October on the TV show The Office.
Hi, my name is April Regato from the Lackawanna Heritage Valley National and State Heritage Area. We work with a lot of the cultural and historic partners in the area, and our biggest project is the Lackawanna River Heritage Trail along the Lackawanna River.
My name is Janice Gavern. I am the host historian at Garner Warner American Legion Post up in Montrose. My mission is to go out and talk about military history, particularly the stories about women in the military, the stories about military in Susquehanna and Lackawanna counties, and I do this whenever I get an opportunity to go out and talk to people about it.
My name is Jason Amico. I'm a genealogist / military historian from the Dunmore area. These are two of my books that I've written recently.
Hi, I'm Mark Kahn. I'm the regimental surgeon with the 143rd Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry, and we represent the original 143rd Pennsylvania Infantry from Lackawanna and Luzerne counties during the Civil War. What you see here is everything a soldier might have carried in his haversack, plus my field kit that I use as an assistant surgeon on the battlefield.
From the Civil War Museum in Steamtown Mall in Scranton. We have a Sun's Post that is here in Scranton, and these are some of the things we brought up to share today. We have a lot of people from northeastern Pennsylvania that served in the Civil War, and hope you can come take a look. We're open at the museum Thursday through Monday from noon to 4 p.m.
Good morning and welcome to the Electric City Trolley Museum Association's table display here at the mall. Today we have some brochures. We have discount coupons for $2 off the museum and the trolley ride. We also have a story on the Scranton trolleys from the very beginning in 1865 with the horse car railways up until the end of trolley service in December 1954. Come along and take a ride.
We are the National Railroad Historical Locomotive and Historical Society. We publish Railroad History magazine twice a year. We have quarterly magazines. All of our articles are very well academically researched and footnoted. They're great for special interest groups. If you have a railroad that you're interested in, we have a long archive of publications going back all the way to 1921.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm with the Lackawanna and Wyoming Valley chapter of the NRHS. If you're into railroad history from locally or into preservation, look us up. We're always looking for new members. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Nick. We're representing Steamtown National Historic Site. We preserve steam railroading. We're located in Scranton, and we offer daily tours, 11 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. And we have frequent rides on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 11 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning, 11:30, 1:15, and 2:30. So definitely worth checking out, and we are a free site. So come and check us out.
Hi, I'm Tara Jones from the Lackawanna River Conservation Association. So today
the confluence with the Susquehanna River down at that end. Here we've updated it with our points where we've done conservation work and our Lackawanna River Heritage Trail in conjunction with the LHVA. So this also has historic sites and all the tributaries that lead into the Lackawanna River. So we're very happy to have the opportunity to show this here today with the Lackawanna Historical Society. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hi, I'm Joyce from the North Pocono Public Library. I'm here representing the Lackawanna County Library System. Our library at North Pocono is open 9 to 7 Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5 on Fridays, and 9 to 4 on Saturdays. I'm here until 4 o'clock, so come see me.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Yuskavage. I'm the curator of the Susquehanna County Historical Society. We're really glad to be here today to talk about Susquehanna County and also an event that we've got coming up called the Heritage Trail, which will be on October 4th, 2025, where 15 historical societies, sites, and museums will all be open on one day to talk about the fabulous history of Susquehanna County. We hope you come out for that event. Enjoy your day.
Okay, we're here to represent the town of Hartford and the area around Hartford. It has an interesting history. It was founded by the 9 partners in 1790, and the town became very prosperous. We have a book that was put together by pictures from Harry Shannon. He took a lot of early pictures, as this one of an old school bus, which is actually a horse, who's taking the students to school. And then we have a whole book about the school from the very first year that the Hartford School was founded, and that was the class of 1882. And we go through every year and have pictures of most of the students, which is a very cool book. And we also have a book that was put together about other Hartford pictures. We have some information about the Soldiers Orphan School, which is near Hartford. And that was a school first founded as the Franklin Academy, and then it closed in 1865. At that year, it became the Soldiers Orphan School, and it was funded by the Pennsylvania state government to educate all of the orphans of the Civil War in Pennsylvania.
Good morning. Yes, thank you very much. I'm here today, David Palmer. I'm with the Brooklyn Historical Society. We have some of our artifacts here, not a lot of artifacts, I guess, but books and publications and a few souvenirs. As you can see, some of our history revolves around the railroad, and in particular the Martins Creek Viaduct up in Brooklyn, Pennsylvania, that was built in 1914. It's the smaller sister of the Nicholson-Tunkhannock Viaduct in Nicholson, and the unique feature of this particular bridge is on its completion in 1914, they had a dance on top of the bridge. They brought in the Oppenheimer Band Orchestra from New York City, and for its day, even by today's standards, it was a gala affair of major proportions. And then we also have a number of history books here on Brooklyn, Brooklyn Township, the schools in Brooklyn, the farms and families in Brooklyn. Also have a handful of publications here from the Lathrop Township Historical Society, which we call ourselves Kissing Cousins, and they have a nice product here with the history of the Hot Bottom School. And there's a little bit of everything here. Like I say, these railroad spikes are actual railroad spikes that were taken out of the railroad near the Martins Creek Viaduct, and we shined them up and put a little logo on them, and we offer those to collectors if they're so inclined. Yeah, good morning. I'm here representing the Nicholson Heritage Association. I'm a member, and I offered to be here today to help pass out out some of their literature and talk a little bit about the history of Nicholson. As you can see from some of the displays, the railroad is a big part of the heritage and history in Nicholson, Pennsylvania. They're lucky to have the original railroad station there, built in 1849, and that was the time the railroad first laid tracks in that part of the country, so to speak, in that region. And this building has been restored. It's a fascinating building that's open for tours on Saturdays throughout the year. And Nicholson itself is full of other history as well. With at one time it was a small factory town with furniture makers, toy makers, creameries. I believe it had 4 creameries in it at one time, and just a fascinating little town. It still exists on U.S. Route 11 in Wyoming County. And if you keep heading north on Route 11, you'll enter Susquehanna County, and eventually you'll hit the Martins Creek Viaduct that we spoke about earlier. And then you go further north and you hit the Storuca Viaduct up in Storuca or Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. And I mention that because it just shows the importance of the railroad and the development of what we now know today as Northeast Pennsylvania and our homes and workplaces.
Cody Gonzalez with the Carbondale Township Historical Society. We started in 2022. We have a vast collection from all of Northeast PA, including coal mining, railroads, and a lot of local history items. We have archives dating back to the 1820s all the way up to present day, and a lot of unique items you'll never see again. We currently don't have any meetings. We're trying to get some scheduled, and keep an eye on our Facebook, Carbondale Township PA Historical Society, for future updates. Thank you.
John Fitzgerald here, and the author of Dirty Mines. It's a book about coal mining in northeastern Pennsylvania and the families and the experiences that they went through, and the aftermath after King Coal was buried, and the changes in the area.
We have for sale today a lot of information on the D&H Gravity Railroad, and we also have on sale some lovely items from our collection that we don't need. Those are all presidential photographs from the White House that are signed by the presidents themselves. And they all belong to a woman from Carbondale who worked in the White House for many years. And when she retired, she was given these by these presidents, and they were all autographed by the presidents. So they're interesting objects, but we don't need them for our collection, and that's why we're offering them for sale today. And this is my usual story on the Gravity Railroad. Thank you, Dale.
He's younger than you. He should be here.
Yes, yes. I saw him just the other day. We had a meeting.
Hello, everyone. We want to thank everybody for coming to this 4th annual event. 4 years. It's unbelievable, and it's been growing every year. 40 groups this year, and just thank you. It's just overwhelming.